Radical candor will help you do the best work of your life, and even more importantly, build the best relationships of your career. You have to care personally about people, not just as work colleagues, but as human beings. You also need to challenge directly. This is the willingness to piss people off dimension of radical candor. Sometimes we challenge directly, but we forget to show that we care personally. That is obnoxious aggression. And often when we realize we've been a jerk, rather than pausing for a moment to show we do care personally, we back off our challenge. We say something we don't quite mean, and then we wind up in the very worst place of all, manipulative insincerity.
Oh my God.
But the most common mistake that most of us make most of the time is what happens when we do care so much about not hurting someone's feelings that we fail to tell them something they need to hear. And that is ruinous empathy.
Well, this is as good a time as any for a pause and for me to relate one of my classic anecdotes. Now, I know some of you are wondering, Elmer, co-founder of Luminous Limited Solutions, what's with the figurine? I have been spending a lot of time in Sweden, and I have become enamored with Swedish culture. This is Sfjorn, time-traveling wood nymph from the black forests of Flarmbin. Sfjorn is pure of heart and spirit and thrives on honesty and kindness. I was in Stockholm recently, reading Radical Candor, and I thought of Sfjorn. We need to become more forthright and compassionate. Now, if we do this, Sfjorn will be happy, and we will be radically candid.
Classic seagull management. Once a quarter, he swoops in, craps all over everything with some conceptual nonsense, and then flies away. Remember last year when he was obsessed with the Old West?
Do you know how hard it is to find business chaps?
If we're not candid and compassionate, then we fail.
I think there's merit to this stuff, time-traveling wood nymph notwithstanding.
Robert, if we don't crush the Practico meeting today, no amount of behavioral BS is gonna matter.
And Sfjorn can get quite mischievous. So, let's keep him happy. Understood?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's get radical.
RC's blowing up on social. Read about it on Soundbite, heard about it on a podcast I've been listening to.
I don't have the bandwidth for touchy-feely millennial drivel, Dale.
Actually, I'm Gen Z.
Whatever, just make sure the team is in the Practico meeting early. Tell them 3:45.
The client moved the meeting to 3:30. I slapped you.
Ooh, I love Slap. Such an awesome collaboration tool.
I don't see anything. This Slap app is useless, Dale.
It might be the version that you're using that's useless. You have to update it.
So you agree that it's useless? 1 o'clock, Greta?
1 o'clock.
I wish you would just listen to me. I mean, how hard is it to click update?
Oh, it's not her fault, Dale. She has bandwidth issues. Does our plan cover that?
No problemo. Happy to help anytime. Ready Candy. What do you think?
Ready, Candy?
It's short for Radical Candor. Keep up, Robert.
Oh, right. I am pretty fired up about this. You know, Elmer thinks he could help us keep the Practico account. I agree.
Me too. Saw Kim Scott at North by North Norther, which was like 6 months ago. No big. Speaking of Practico, I invited them to take our donor table at the Mountains of Hope charity dinner.
Great thinking, Taylor. Mind if I take a look?
Yeah, check it out.
Okay. Oh, the design is great, as usual.
Okay, awesome. Sending it now.
It was just, oh, she's gone.
Why are you knocking? Just come in. Is the analysis done?
Yeah, of course. But I've actually been spending the bulk of my time on strategy, and after plotting and planning, I've been... Where I'm landing is...
Not your job. Please don't get in Curtis's way.
Curtis didn't tell you I've been helping him?
Robert manages Curtis, and Curtis is neighbors with Rosanna from Practico, so I assume he's extra motivated to nail the strategy.
I assume so as well. Wonderful talk. Goodbye.
Hey, Curtis, just checking in on that strategic. Are those cream puffs?
Profiteroles. Don't worry about your strategy. Got my best person on it.
You don't have people.
I've got people everywhere, Robert. Did I ever tell you about the time that Rosanna ate half a key lime pie at the block party? She loves her sweets.
Wow. Okay.
Close the door on your way out.
Oh, of course.
Gently. This is confectioner's sugar, not pearl sugar. Gentler. Gentle times 1,000.
We spent so much time on radical candor, I can't imagine we're as prepared as we need to be for Practico.
I think if you give this caring personally thing a chance, you might see some big changes.
Oh, really? How is challenging directly going with Curtis?
He's bringing profiteroles.
We already have him on a performance improvement plan. What are you going to do with him, Robert?
I don't know.
Hopefully the rest of the team's ready to go.
Bravo, Greta.
Thanks for the slow clap.
If you say you're going to do something, then do it.
Sarah told me not to. By the way, thanks for the complete lack of credit.
Mountains of nope. Seriously, why didn't you tell me there's a typo, Robert?
I shouldn't have to point out your mistakes.
Sarah, I know why slap isn't working for you.
Now is
because-
certainly not the time, Dale. Am I the only competent person in the room?
My profiteroles!
You know, a lot of people don't realize it's the bone broth that makes the Swedish meatballs, you know?
Yeah, I told you. Yeah. Oh.
Here comes the team.
Let's begin. Can we? Okay.
Havesies on a carpet shampooer this weekend? I know the kids have been passing that rotavirus around. Also, I'd really like to learn how we could have retained the business.
I don't know. I was promised eclairs.
They're called profiteroles, and they got smashed.
Well, that sucked worse than the second day at Chinchilla. I had a full fest pass, it's no big.
What the hell were you people thinking? After all the work I put into those?
Good thing we wasted an hour on that radical candor training.
Well, it's only a waste if we don't practice. Otherwise, we'll keep making the same mistake over and over and...
Radical candor will help you do the best work of your life and, even more importantly, build the best relationships of your career. You have to care personal, challenge direct, noxious, manipulative, insincere, and sympathy.
Okay. Let's get radical.
RC's blowing up on social. Read about it
I
on...
don't have the bandwidth for touchy-feely millennial drivel, remember?
Actually, I'm Gen Z.
The client meeting's at 3:30, right?
Wait, you got my slap?
Love slap. Props to Dale.
Greta, 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
I don't understand. She doesn't have the latest version.
No problemo. Happy to help anytime. Ready, Candy? What do you think? Robert?
It can't be. Is it? But then, yeah.
Robert, thank goodness. I am freaking out.
Me too. It's like I'm having
Deja vu.
Oh, jinx! Buy me a Coke or a sparkling water. I'm off sugar. It makes me very, very nervous.
Robert, focus.
Right.
We did this already, right? Radical candor, the practical
Yes,
meeting.
and the practical meeting was a disaster.
There you are. Gotta talk to you about plotting and planning.
Now's actually not a good time.
Oh, but it's 1 o'clock.
Not now, Greta. Is this really happening?
If we are repeating the day, then that means
Profiteroles!
Please tell me that's your second batch of profiteroles?
First batch ever.
No, no, no!
Gentle.
Whoa, 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 where are you two headed? What about the practical meeting?
Don't ask me how I know this, but I don't think we're gonna retain that business.
Well, not with that attitude, you won't. You have to give radical candor a chance. It takes practice.
Wait, what did you just say?
Well, I said, whoa 3 times. Then I said, where are you two headed? Then I
The other part.
The radical candor.
Right, it takes practice. Otherwise, we'll keep making the same mistakes over and over and... Oh!
Radical candor will help you do the best work of your life and even more importantly, build the best relationships of your career.
Let's get radical.